Hi, and welcome to episode 58 of the Pen, Hook, and Needle podcast.
Hi, my name is Talia. Today is Monday, July 15th, 2013. I am known as Franciscan Gypsy on Ravelry, Plurk, Fitbit, Instagram. Yeah, just about everywhere. Important.
Okay, I am Marlicia, also known as Lady Vertigo on Ravelry and on Plurk and on Fitbit. If you go to my writing sites, I'm either known by my name or by Shadowlight or Shadowlight1. And we have welcomes.
Yes, we do. Sorry, I'm messing with my hair. I'm still waiting. Hold on, I'm going to go back again. So, I don't know. Anyway. Welcomes. We have 3 welcomes.
3?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we only had 2. Did we get one?
I looked at our member thinking about
okay, she didn't show up. I was wondering why we had 115 instead of 114.
Mm-hmm. We have Grammy Bug, who is Sally. Welcome aboard. We have, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be Shakira.
Shakira?
I guess like the singer?
She's the one that I missed because her picture didn't come up.
Yeah. Shakira.
Pretty name.
It looks like what I think is the singer's name.
It looks like Shy Kira, which is very pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know we just don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I think it's Shakira.
It's very pretty.
And then Leaner, who is
Eileen. Yes.
So welcome aboard.
We have 116 members. 115. No,
115.
115 members. Yes.
Yay. Alrighty then. So I'm going to jump right into the knitting. I only have one FO, but I can't work on it until, well, we're podcasting unless I go over my project first, because I'm actually at the end of a row. And I didn't want to pull
Lindsay. She doesn't want to pull Lindsay because she doesn't like Lindsay.
You know, that's the thing. I got a lot done last night. I was floated down to the ER, and I was almost at a good point. I almost had a point I wanted to be at anyway for the podcast, but after things slowed down in the ER and I was just starting to get a chance to get a break, they floated me back up to the floor to sit with someone who was going into DTs. So when he calmed down, I would sit by him and knit a little bit. Okay.
So what are we doing?
This is mine first.
Work in progress?
Yes. Because we don't have, either of us have FOs, and if you spill on my finger, have a weep. So this is Mr. Rogers' Pretty Five. It's the Antler Cardigan by Tin Can Knits, using US 5 and US 7 needles. I'm currently using the US 7s. US 5s are for the ribbing. And I'm using my Knit Picks needles. I'm using Knit Picks Bravo Worsted in the red colorway. And I'm using the Knit to Flatter class by Amy Herzog on Craftsy to get the fits done, taken care of. Well, I finished the math for the fitting, and I'm just now in the shoulder section. Hold on. So, we have a hole where the underarm is because we aren't at a point.
Oh, I see, yeah.
But it's a little bit of hard knitting, I think, to get the sleeves attached because it wants to magic loop itself, and I can't. Yeah. But I'm not sure if you can tell. There we go. Let's try that. But I have sleeves starting to be attached. The shaping is done, which you also can't tell. But at least you can tell it's beginning to be a sweater.
How much more is on the yoke? Do you have quite a bit?
I have all the cabling on the yoke.
Because it seems like it's a little short.
Yeah, no, I have quite a bit on the yoke. Look, Mom, the sleeve's barely attached.
I see.
So, no, I have quite a bit on the yoke.
Because I know she doesn't really care for real short sweaters, so.
If I have to, I can pick out the bottom of the ribbing and make it longer ribbing.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I just didn't know how high you were on the...
No, I have quite a bit to go. So, yep. Now it's just a matter of adding the cabled yoke. So this is moving along quite quickly. I might need to do something else for my boring knitting though, since now I'll be doing cable. Unless the cable pattern's easy to memorize. But yeah, this has been all I've been working on. And it's been getting a lot of love, and I was hoping to have the sleeves attached, and I barely have them attached.
That's good though.
So there we go.
Coming along well.
Next week, hopefully, I'd love to have it done next week, but I want to at least have the cable work.
Well, you've got a lot going on next week. You know, especially with this weekend, you'll be going to Maryland for your godson.
Yeah, my godson David is getting baptized on Saturday. So I'll be driving over there. It'll be right after the 5 o'clock mass. So go to mass, be there for the baptism, maybe stay for a little bit, then turn right back around and come home.
Yeah, she's got to go to mass up there, so she won't miss mass.
Yeah. Just makes life easier. I mean, just easier to turn around and come back home and just stay up there.
I'm sorry to be sipping this. I'm fighting a low-grade headache that she gave me.
Headaches don't spread like that.
She gave it to me. She had a low-grade headache for 2 days, and now I have it, so I rest my case.
Your logic is false.
It is not fact. Please feel free to pause us and get whatever you'd like to drink or to eat.
She's only saying that because she feels guilty for being rude.
I am not rude. I would not feel guilty or be excusing myself if I did. But
if she was actually rude, she would just, keep being rude. That's what she's saying.
Which one do I want to show you first? I think I want to show you. I actually did some work on knitting today because I did a little work on my Sedna earlier in the week, and then I put it aside because I was doing a lot of crocheting on different projects, and my wrist started hurting. And in fact, I was wearing my wrist brace today and yesterday for a little bit. So I went ahead and pulled out the Sedna shawl, and I'm having fun with it. Again, I do enjoy the pattern. It's just
boring.
No, I like it. I do. I'm not pulling a Lindsay. It's just I'm all caught here. There.
Talk about stockinette zombies. That will make you stockinette zombie.
Do I get to be an honorary member? Do I get a button and a T-shirt and a bag? Okay. This is I did about maybe 4 rows, maybe a little more of this, and it's all kind of bunched up on the cable, so you can't really see. I'm on the 82 stitches on each side of the center mark, so I guess I'm at 165 stitches. Is it rows or stitches that they wanted us to do? I think it was rows, right? I don't know. I've got it written out somewhere. Remember. And I remember you getting upset because you thought it was too small, but you had made a mistake.
Yeah.
So it's coming along really well. I'm having fun with it, and the fabric is fairly lightweight, and Davina, who's in the shower so I can talk, will probably get this maybe before she turns 29. So she's 28 now. But so this is, I'm using US 6s instead of US 4s.
She might finish it by the time Van's dirty.
There's always that. I'm working on US 6s instead of US 4s because US 4s would drive me absolutely insane for this. And my knit picks interchangeables. The cord I think is a 40. I keep saying I'm going to change it out, and I haven't. The color I have to check on my notes is the Plymouth yarn, stiletto sock yarn, and the Nemours rainbow colorway. And the edging that I will do is No Makers in orange. It was a what do you call it? A pot soaker or
I don't know,
something like that. So that's what I'm doing with that. But we forgot to mention the Podversary yarn. There's nothing going on just yet because I know Kim had to have the yarn dry and she had to reskein it and everything. So we should be getting it in the near future. Maybe we should open up a thread so people can let us know when they have the yarn so we can get started with the Podversary.
Yeah, I don't know if she's sent it out yet.
I don't think she has yet.
I don't think
she usually is very good about saying when she does it. I think she had to have it dry first and reskein it. So unless she decides to maybe just surprise us and have it come in, I don't know. But I'm looking forward to that. And I think we might go ahead and open a thread so we can know.
And by we, she means me.
I opened up threads.
Do you know how to open up threads?
Who did the autism awareness threads? I think I'll smack you.
Okay.
She's lucky my hands are full with awesome Avengers. Okay, your turn.
I don't have anything
Oh.
else. Keep going.
We're going to talk about me. Oh, goody. Okay. Let me move on. This is my, well, let me do the Augustine baby blanket. The blanket that I'm doing for...
now, are you of the mindset that it's Augustine or Augustine?
I usually say Augustine.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really matter to me. It's like saying tomato or tomatoes. It doesn't really matter. My seneschal was in my Faith, Hope, and Love. This is my bag. This, the Augustine baby blanket is in my Slip Stitch Studio owl bag that Tahlia gave me for Christmas. It was Christmas, wasn't it?
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm almost done with this in terms of the main part of the blanket. Because I'm not going to do the full size. It's just going to be too big if I do the full size. I have to weave the ends in. I think it has to do another row of purple and possibly, yeah, I think all I need is another row of purple after I finish the green. Okay, here's the top. So you can see it's a good size. I'm sorry, Ty.
No, you're not.
You're right, I'm not at all. So it's pretty good size. I'm going to do the rest of the green and then the...
Did you see what that did to the lighting? It made us all like white out.
I'm going to do the edging after that. And what I had to do, I'm using an F hook for the blanket itself, but I was concerned about how the hearts would fit in the squares because I'm using a lighter weight yarn that was meant to have used, and the hearts I had made were worsted weight, so I switched to the sport weight, and I had to do several swatches before we found a heart that would fit, and I don't know what happened to it. I think it's in here. No, that's the wrong one. I didn't bring the folder in, but it's a white heart, and we finally got it with an H hook and the sport yarn. Fits in perfectly.
Is that the royal weave?
Yes, the royal weave, because I'm so royal. So that now fits. I just have to sit down and finish the blanket, weave in the ends, put the edge on it. I was hoping
to have a lot of ends to weave in.
Yes, I am. I was hoping to have this finished, but I got sidetracked by other projects. So I was pretty monogamous on this for a while, and then I just didn't want to think about how the hearts were going to be worked, and so I didn't do it. I have till January, and I didn't want to do it. My other project, I have two more projects. Ty, you have no more projects?
I have no more projects.
Okay. This is my my cowl, my Serenity cowl poncho from the Easy Breezy Ponchette pattern by Sasha. I think that's a person, not a store. And I'm using a 6mm J hook and Crystal Palace yarns, Mini Moochie yarn in the Neptune colorway, which I showed you last week.
I think it's Mini Moochie now.
Okay. That's the color. And I made a lot of progress on this.
It's really pretty.
I'm really enjoying it. I'm almost finished with my third skein of yarn out of 5. So I'm hoping that this one and the blanket will be done next week, but there's no guarantee with all the stuff going on. And I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's lightweight. It's a soft weight yarn, and it's very lightweight, and just enough to keep you warm when you get that chill sometimes in the air conditioner or on a cool evening or something like that. And the pattern's really easy to memorize. I just have to keep an eye on, am I on repeat 3 or repeat 4 for when I'm doing my turns and things. My last project makes me excited because I'm working on my sweater. And it's in my, I'm sorry, before I go anywhere, this project, the cowl is in my Plover Bird teapot bag, which I love. And I know it's coffee pots, but I don't care. It's teapot.
The process is chai tea.
Chai tea.
Are you sure it's coffee pots? I think it's teapots, Mom.
I think these are teapots. The one you got me was coffee pot.
Yes.
This is.
Yeah, because it actually said coffee on it. It had coffee beans.
I think this is actually teapot.
I think that is.
But the sweater bag is in one of my other lowest bags. My sweater is in the lowest bag, not the sweater bag. Okay, I think
it's a sweater bag.
But the sweater bag is not in the sweater bag. I think she calls this the Sarah bag. I call it the Monet bag because I want to. And I am working on the yoke. I am almost ready to start where they say, you know, they divide into sizes. I'll lose my stitch here.
There we go. I was like, how did you manage that?
You know, it says I'm about 2 rows from where they say, you know, this is for extra small only, and then if you go down, it says for the small size to do 2 extra rows of whatever it is they have to do, and that's a small. I'm a small, so I'm really excited because I can start seeing the shape. I've never done a sweater, so this is exciting for me.
You shouldn't have that much longer with the eyelet parts, right?
Yeah, it's not too much. You can see that this is where it comes around.
Oh, it's stuck on your hair. But
yeah, this is where it comes around. And I need to find buttons for this. I know this is a washable material because I want to be able to put in the wash. It's Knit Picks Brava Sport.
I can need you some
buttons. And so if you,
I would love Jean buttons is good.
I would love to know if you think it should go with a lighter button or a darker button.
Lighter button.
I don't know if I want it to be too light.
But you don't want it super dark because of this darkness of the blue.
But you know, it's the same thing as having dark wood with the red.
Yeah, but this is darker than that red. And I'm actually not going with the dark wood for this.
I have to see what I like on this. I may take one of my swatches in.
You might want to consider like a shell kind of button.
True.
I would say rather than wood. I think that would be pretty.
Well, I'm not going to do a wood. I'm just saying a wood-like color.
I mean, I think that like a shell-like thing with a little bit of luminance.
Yeah, I might do something like that, or pearlescent or something.
Like that would be pretty.
I might take this, one of the swatches I made of this, even though it's a different weight, it's the same color, into Hobby Lobby or Michael's.
Hobby Lobby doesn't have that good a selection. No.
Maybe I'll take it to Joann's. I understand Joann's has good
buttons. Keep talking.
But I'm using a it's the Eyelet Yoke cardigan by Linda Perman, and I call it Lady Blue. And Tahlia gave it to me for no particular reason, and it's in the as I said, the Brava Sport weight in the Solstice colorway, Knit Picks Brava Sport, and I had to go down to an F hook from, I think it was an H or an I that they started with, so I had to adjust for gauge.
I'll show you Melissa Jean buttons when we're done. I pulled up her website.
Okay, that's the last of my works in progress.
If anyone else knows any button makers,
yeah, feel free to pipe right in and let us know in the thread.
I mean, I make enough sweaters that I'd like to have more button options, and I'm starting to get interested in making sweaters.
In fact, I have not only been interested in making sweaters, the design bug is starting to hit me. Not for sweaters yet, because obviously I haven't made a sweater yet, but this is going to kind of, we're not doing any particular order, we never do. I showed this book at Christmas time when I got it.
You only got it at Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I think it was either Christmas or birthday. But this book,
it's amazing.
It is 200 crochet tips, techniques, and trade secrets.
I have that book and I have the knitting version.
You have you have this book?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This book, like I'm interested right now in designing shawls and blankets. Although I may go to sweaters later if I like the crochet blanket, crochet shawl. Gosh, I can't talk. Sweaters. But this shows you how to swatch for the different kinds of shawls. And if you go a little further in here, if I can find it.
Well, I'd like to forward the turning chain because I always forget what turning chain.
Right, they have what to do for how to turn for a single, how to turn for a double, how to turn for a half double, so you don't lose, you don't mess up your edges and stuff. This is swatching for the collars for the sweaters and things. I mean, I'm just so excited about that. I mean,
Now this isn't hold true for crocheting, but there's a lot of good crafty design classes.
Right. In fact, I'm going to write them a letter or an email and ask them to see if they can do some crochet design, because they have some really good crochet classes, but they're a little sparse on the crochet side of things. So I would like to see them maybe consider a shawl design, a sweater design, and just a general design. How do you, work?
Their classes are phenomenal.
Oh yeah, they are. But phenomena. I would like to see them. I would like to see them make available something, even a basic crochet design, because I'd like to know. I get confused. I know the concept. I understand the concept of multiples, where you do a multiple of, say, 6 plus 2 to do a certain stitch. I want to know how to put that all together to make a design. So I would love to see this. I'm going to have to get on the stick and do something about that. Ask them if they will do something about that.
I'm distracted.
Or something.
Because phenomenal made me think of, okay, for the planetary retreat I had to go to on Friday. I had to do some sort of team building retreat thing on Friday. But for that, one of the things one of their questions for getting to know you, besides like what does your closet look like, was I said knitted stuff there. But one of the questions was, what's your favorite word?
Oh, shoot.
That was hard.
Yeah. I can see that.
But yeah, if you guys just want to also pipe in with what your favorite word is, that'd be fun too. I like words.
I love words.
And then of course, my coworker, he thought it was so funny. He said that Clostridium was his favorite word.
Clostridium?
Clostridium, as in like Clostridium difficile cetus.
Okay then.
It's a very nasty stomach bug.
So he can keep his very nasty stomach bug stuff.
Okay.
That's just. Sorry, she has no tact, no sense of decorum. I tried. Obviously, I failed.
Nursing room is all.
Okay.
But anyway, yes, favorite words, regardless as to whether or not Clostridium is it.
Yes, just put it in this thread.
Just for giggles.
Word. Just for giggles. What's your favorite word and why?
And then, if you know any good button makers.
Yep, feel free to chime right in. Okay, let me see here. What else do we have? This is going to be short today.
Indeed.
Because we don't have any finished objects.
We do have stash enhancements.
We do have stash enhancements.
Oh, I forgot my one from the same place down the hill. Oh, I'm not getting up and getting it.
Okay.
I remember the important stuff.
We have a shop at the bottom of our hill. We live at the top of the hill. So at the bottom of the hill is a shop, kind of one of those.
At the bottom of the bottom. With me, without me.
With me, without me.
With me, without me.
Sorry. In case you didn't know, that was a reference to the movie Night and Day with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz.
I just finished rewatching that.
That's a great movie. But anyway, this is a second-hand shop, and every once in a while, they'll get yarn. And a lot of times, you kind of, I don't know, not too great. But this time we hit the jackpot.
I left my needles. I got there too.
Yeah.
They had needles.
I have in here. This is mostly Red Heart, and I know Red Heart is scratchy, and it's not the best.
Especially if it's old 70s.
Yes, I think this is old. I don't know if it's 70s, but this could be almost 10 years. I think some of this stuff. I don't think some of these colors exist anymore, and some of this I don't even know what it is. This is something.
There's yarn. There's colors that don't exist anymore. They took them off the spectrum.
This is called Mainstay. I don't know what it is. It's 4-ply worsted, but it's in the. I love the color. It's called Dark Windsor. So I got this. I got one of these, and I got two of this, which is the Country Blue, I think, which is really hard to find. I haven't been able to find it. Country Blue and Red Heart. I got two of those. I don't know what this is. The band fell off of it. But this is really my color. I love this blue. Let me see what else I got. I got a couple of different greens. And this is mostly for toys and stuff like that. But this is one. I think this is Light Sage, which I think you can still get. Oh, this is Frosty Green.
Basically the same as Light Sage.
Yeah, basically. And this one is
Forest. Because that looks like a color that still exists.
Yeah.
Hunter.
I like Hunter Green too. It's one of my favorite greens. I don't know if you can see it. It looks almost black. And I got a yellow. Yellow is not my favorite color, but Davina likes it, so sometimes if I make her a toy or something, or if she needs it, I have it. And I don't like to be without colors. And then I got a cream, an off-white kind of cream, which I'm not going to show you because I want to.
Careful of the tuna.
Yes. I want to show you.
I will be immensely if you spill it on Batman.
Batman will glare and it will go away.
He's already glaring.
He always glares. Okay, I'm trying to get this out without knocking things
And what
over.
I mean by spilling on Batman is I'm working out of my Cobra Bird Batman bag. Because I was able to consolidate my project into one bag. Hey, that was Batman's spot.
Hold on, just take a minute. He left. He therefore vacated his spot. I picked up some needles. This is.
So you didn't get the needles you wanted.
No, I didn't. She took it from me.
Wow.
This is a Susan Bates US 9 on a 16-inch. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this, but I don't have one like this, and I thought it would be good to try on something that was only $2. All these knitting needles were $2. This is.
I've noticed that the bends are interesting. Like some of them, like they're more bent.
Yeah, this I can't quite tell. I think these are metal. I'm not sure. I haven't opened them. Aluminum. They're aluminum. I don't know what kind of needles they are. They're boy. These are boy needles, and they're size 10 circulars, fixed circulars. I do not know what the cord is. I can't. 29-inch cord. So that's okay. And I thought, these are metals. I have not tried metals yet. Not since I started knitting. These are Takumis.
Which you do have some of.
Which I do have some of. And I don't dislike the Takumis. I find them a little blunt to work with.
They are.
But they're good. They're good. I can work with them without
They were
trouble.
my first needles.
Yeah, she gave me her whole set of Takumis. These are 13 and a 15, which I know I have.
I think the Takumis are a little overpriced personally. I mean, I got my knit picks for less expensive.
Yeah. These are two different cord lengths. I didn't realize it. The 15 is a longer cord than the 13.
Now, granted, my fixed ones weren't more expensive. My interchangeable Takumis were more expensive than my interchangeable knit picks.
Right. And I do prefer the knit picks, but that's not to say that I wouldn't use these. They're fine if I have. I like sometimes.
If she has a project that she hates.
If I have a project that I have my other set of needles on, and then I got a cable needle, but that is not all. There's more. There's more. I was telling you that I'm getting bitten by trying to do other things, and I keep thinking about pulling out my sewing machine, which I'm afraid of.
She hasn't used it since I was little.
No. I have
and
two.
You barely
I have
used
two
it
of
then.
them. I have a brother and I have a singer. They're good machines. I haven't used them very much. But I saw this down the hill, and either I'll make something out of it, or I may see if I can get a hold of Clover Bird and see if she will make something out of it for me. How do you pass up this?
You just go and go,
no, $2. $2. There's got to be 3 or 4 yards in here, I think. Maybe not quite 3 or 4 yards, but there's a lot in here. It's at least enough for a couple of bags. And this, for the inside, was $1. So I don't know if I'm going to look at making bags or if I will just send it to somebody and ask for a special order. Because I know what I want out of it. I want like a bag and a notions bag and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I want to do stuff, but I don't know.
She's afraid of her sewing machine.
Oh yeah. Afraid of my sewing machine. So
she has nightmares about the sewing machine.
So I
kind of under her bed.
My husband just kind of rolls his eyes at me. I mean, yeah.
He doesn't understand why we need to make project bags.
Yeah. How do you explain to non-knitting husbands that you need a separate bag for a separate project? Because he says like, I don't need 10 million easels. I said you would if you had 10 million projects. He's like, well, I don't do 10 million projects. That's not my problem. So but he's good. He lets me get what I need and what I want.
He just doesn't completely understand.
No, he doesn't. But
and there's no rejoicing when we mention new project bags to him.
But you got to mention it.
I know, I'm getting to that.
Okay. Because that's important because of his reaction for that.
Yes. Well, first things first, I was listening to the Knit Nerd podcast, and she had her drawing for the Afghan squares for this quarter. And lo and behold, I, who have never really won anything on any of the podcasts, won her bag.
That is
this
so
is
pretty.
made by Kathy.
It has a tag.
It does have a tag.
Yay. And it's so pretty, very springy.
Yes, very springy.
And what was Daddy's reaction?
Dad's reaction was like, "Oh, yippee, another bag!"
He missed the point entirely.
Purple on the inside.
Yes.
It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Bigger on the inside and on the outside.
So it's...
I think it's what Denise would say is a squishy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So it's very nice. It's holding a project I haven't worked on in a while because I've been monogamous, but I plan on working on again. It's my neon cow.
And it's very nicely made.
It is.
And it's special because it was made for Tahlia, so...
Yes, so I'm very happy with it. Thank you, Kathy.
It looks like little fishies. I mean, it's not.
No, it makes me think of a biology...
Amoeba.
Yeah, amoebas.
That's what it is, the amoeba bag. So, I bet Kathy didn't know she was making an amoeba bag.
I mean, it actually has flowers, but it looks like amoebas.
But it's an amoeba bag.
It looks like amoebas.
Yes, Kathy didn't know she was making an amoeba bag.
And then my other stash enhancements. Are you done with yours? Mm-hmm. Okay. My yarn from Kimberly R came in. I mentioned that.
Oh, that's the not the Podiversary one.
No.
Yeah.
I mentioned that back when we were ordering the Podiversary yarn, she had a black cherry colorway worsted in sweater amounts. I resisted the urge then, and then months later, it was still available.
That's so pretty.
So I had to get it. Look at that awesomeness. And I have a sweater's worth. It's a little bit thicker than worsted. I think it's Aran weight.
I think it's Aran weight. Yeah, you might want to get an Aran weight project for that.
I'll have to see if I have enough yardage. I might have to do like a short sleeve sweater. I'll have to see.
It's awfully pretty.
But I love this. And it's soft. And it's totally my colors. It's very red. And it's soft. Just soft.
And it doesn't smell like sheep either, or whatever.
No, it doesn't. But there we go. Is that everything for you?
I think, yeah, we have to move on to obsessions.
I have nothing.
Well, I kind of went on to my obsessions. I'm kind of obsessed with wanting to try new things. Whether or not I actually try them is another matter. I have been kind of obsessed with finishing things, although I did start something new, but that was intended. I was going to start the sweater anyway. I want to finish that by September, so it's going to be interesting.
This has been my obsession because of that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think I may. I know I said I was going to try to finish the baby blanket by next week, but because I have until January or at least December, depending when Elizabeth comes down for her baby shower.
Yeah.
I might want to put my efforts into the sweater and into this cowl, except for whatever we start for our Podiversary. So my obsessions have been to try to finish things and to try new things if I have the time. Do you have any obsessions yourself?
Not really. I mean...
To move on to writing?
Yeah, let's move on to writing. I have none.
I did work quite a bit on the shared story. I am into the original portions where I had been answering to Tahlia's characters in the story, but now I'm working on original material. And I did do an original 500 Club piece to the Writer's Voice. I believe it's writersvoice.com if you want to check out the 500 Club there. I'm under Shadowlight.
I'm like a reader there. That's before I was Franciscan Gypsy because that was pre-college.
Right. And then I did some editing. And the Tuscany Press, who did the contest that I submitted my book for consideration for the contest and for publication, has put up a snippet of my first chapter on their blog, TuscanyPress.com, I think it is. Either that or Tuscany.com. And it's also on their Facebook page. You just have to scroll down a little bit. It's called Prophecy Fulfilled, in case you want to take a look. That's fine. If you do take a look, let me know what you think. I'd like to know. Just keep in mind that it's a very short
and it doesn't end at any.
It doesn't end at any point. It's not ending on a hook or anything because it's like only the first 500 to 700 words or something like that. So, but I'd love to know what you think about it if you would like to take a look. That's on Tuscany Press's blog and on their Facebook page. So, yeah, okay.
Is that about it?
I think that's it.
Wow, this is shorty.
We don't have.
That's what happens when I have, nothing that I've worked on but one project.
Yeah, I mean, other than saying thank you all for, for those of you who have been coming here faithfully and watching us and spending time with us. And
don't worry, we'll get long again once this sweater's done.
Yeah, once things start heating up, we'll.
It's already heating up. You mean once it starts cooling down?
No, I mean starts heating up with these. I have a spinning class coming up at the end of August, and then
I'm still bummed I'm not able to go to that.
Yeah, and then we have our retreat in September and the Shenandoah Fiber Fair and a festival in September.
September?
Yes, Sean Connery.
Going to the Fiber
Yes,
September.
Yes, and then we have
to spring clash.
The Toil
October.
The Toil
August.
Toil is in beginning of October.
Yes.
So we have a lot going on once we get through the dog days of August, and things will start getting longer again.
Alrighty then. So I guess it's time to close up.
Oh, you see my M&Ms? I'm not wearing an M&M dress. I have an apron on because I'm wearing one of the dresses.
Don't let her fool you. She's wearing an M&M.
I didn't want to get tea on my dress.
She's that much of an M&M fan.
I bonked myself on the head.
Okay then.
I just remembered because I went to move my hair out and it hurt. I was on my exercise machine. It's one of those elliptical things that the arms move back and forth. And I think I dropped the towel or something. It stopped. I think I dropped the towel or something. And apparently the handles hadn't stopped. And it went bonk. And I kind of went like this because, ow, Yeah. And I went like, I didn't think I went like this. And, I was bleeding. I was just lucky I didn't hit myself in the temple. Talia would have come back and found me flat out on the floor. But
well, at least you didn't do what my one coworker did. Apparently she was trying to put sunglasses on her.
Did she poke her eye out?
She got her key and went, oh! She ended up being okay, but she managed to key herself in the eye.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I feel better now. Is that wrong?
Yes, you horrible person.
We're getting a little silly, so we want to wish you a very nice rest of your week. Stay cool. I don't know about the rest of you who are, well, in Australia, I guess I should say stay warm. But
and those of you who are going to SSK, I think SSK.
They're doing SSK now. Kathy's there, and Caffeinated Gert, Daniela's there.
I think that Amy and Darren are there.
Yes, I think yes, they're there. So all of you in SSK, have fun for us. Enjoy yourself. Bring back lots of pretty things, and we'd like to see that.
So we can drool and be extremely jealous.
Mm-hmm. And just have a great weekend and week. I know that it's not the weekend yet, but it is for us, right? I mean, pretty soon it will be.
I'm like, no, it's not.
It is. I say it is, therefore it is. We won't see you till after the weekend. So, because I think we have to record on Monday, don't we?
Yes.
I mean,
we could record on Sunday.
It depends.
But Monday seems to become our recording day when we're not working it.
Right. And we're thinking about taking Davina to see Despicable Me 2, because we want to see it. It sounds like it's got very good reviews, and she's been dying to see it. She was asking me about it yesterday and today. So
everyone I've heard talk about it said it's really good.
Yeah, it's not something that I will feel like I'm wasting money on. She really wants to go, and she doesn't get to do much. So I think that's what we're going to do tomorrow. If we do, we'll tell you how we liked it.
You first.
Let's see, 58?
Yes.
All right. Well, we are about ready to sign off. We want to wish you the best. God bless, and happy knitting and crocheting. That's all for the Pen Hook and Needles podcast, episode 58. And that's a wrap.